Dear friends, I hope this message finds you well. I'm sorry that we won't be together for Shabbos, but I just want to share with you some words from Yerushalayim Yirah Kodesh. After the first failed attempt to curse Klal Yisrael, so Balak comes to Bilam and he says, I have an idea. Let's go ahead and switch locations. And he says as follows, the beginning of Chamishi, Parak Chav Gimel, Pasuk Yud Gimel, chapter 23, verse 13. Vayomer elav Balak. Balak says to Bilam, L'cha na'iti al makom acher. Let's go somewhere else, right? Obviously, it didn't work out well the first time. Let's go to a different location. Asher tir'enu misham, so you could see Klal Yisrael from there. In other words, I want you to be able to see Klal Yisrael so you could curse them. However, FS, katseu tira. You'll only be able to see part of the nation, v'kulo lo sira, but you will not see the entire nation, v'kavnu li misham, and you'll be able to curse Klal Yisrael from there. So very interesting. So Balak says to Bilam, let's change locations, because apparently the problem was the first time you saw the entirety of Klal Yisrael. So let's go somewhere else. And in the second location, you'll see part of the Klal, but you won't see the whole Klal. So what's the pshat? So suddenly now, because Bilam will only see part of the Klal, so therefore he'll only see part of the nation. So now he'll be able to curse them. So the problem was that he saw the entire nation. That's what prevented him from going ahead and cursing Klal Yisrael. And I think the pasuk is teaching us a tremendous yisod. On the most basic level, what Balak perhaps thought is that Bilam saw the incredible nature of Klal Yisrael. When he looked at the totality of the nation, he was overwhelmed by our greatness. When he looked at the totality of Klal Yisrael, he was simply overwhelmed by our holiness. And as a result, he was simply unable to curse us. So perhaps I'll take you somewhere else, Balak says to Bilam. You'll only see a part of the nation. You'll only see a couple of tribes, a couple of people, a couple of mishpachas. You won't be so overwhelmed by their collective unity, by their collective holiness, by their collective spiritual illumination, and you'll be able to curse them. Incredible. But Torah Kadosh is teaching us another incredible lesson as well, which is, if you look at the psukim, Efes katseu sir'eh. Sometimes in life when you only look at part of a person, the kavnu li misham, you can curse them. However, if you look at kulo, if you look at the entirety of a person, then you're unable to curse them. Meaning what? You know, all of us have our deficiencies, and all of us have the aspects or parts of ourselves that are broken, that are in a state of disrepair. We all have our imperfections, our faults, and our failures. And if you only look at those parts of me, it's easy to curse me. It's easy to look down upon me. It's easy to go ahead and put me in the category of negativity, in the category of in the category of broken kite. But if you look at me in the whole, if you look at any person in their whole, the entirety of the individual, it's impossible to curse them. Because if you look at a person in their entirety, you see their faults and their shortcomings, but you also see their kedusha, you also see their beauty, and you also see their holiness. What is true for our nation is true for us as individuals. Balak realized that if Bilam looked at the entirety of Klal Yisrael, he would be unable to curse us. So Bilam, let's go to a different place. You'll only look at part of them. So often, when you look at the root of our machlokes, when you look at the root of our strife, when you look at the root of our sinas chinam, when you look at the root of our infighting, why does it happen? How could one Yid, how could one Jew turn against another? We are such a beautiful and loving nation, and it's simple. Because if I only look at part of you, and you only look at part of me, then we'll see what's broken, then we'll see the failures, we'll see the faults, we'll see the shortcomings, and we're able to be judgmental and dismissive of one another. But if, like Bilam, we see the entirety of the people, if we're able to see, if I'm able to see the full you, and you're able to see the full me has a lot of stuff that's broken, but it also has some stuff that's good. And the full you has some stuff that's broken, but so much more that is good. If we can just see the entirety of one another, we'll be unable to curse each other. Not only will we be able to curse each other, but Amir Hashem, all we'll be able to do is give each other brachas. Halavai, it should be a Shabbos of brachas for each and every one of us. We should give brachas to each other. We should give brachas to our nation. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give brachas to us, and we should give brachas to the Ribono Shel Olam. And Halavai should just be a Shabbos of judging each other favorably. Should be a Shabbos of seeing the good. Okay, it would be nice to try not to see the negativity, but at least if we're going to see the negativity in one another, we should at least also see the good. And in the schus of Emer Hashem, seeing the totality of one another, seeing the totality of the beauty of our nation, HaKadosh Baruch Hu should shower us with bracha, should shower us with besoros tovos. Our hostages should be returned home. Our soldiers should be successful b'chol ma'aseh yadehem. should be a Shabbos of Shalom, a Shabbos of Bracha, a Shabbos of B'shoros Tovos, and Halavai Shabbos, which paves the way for the Geula. Amen. Wishing everyone a good night of Shabbos and a beautiful Shabbos Kodesh.